Is today exciting? Have you ever heard of Quasar science lights? Well, you're about to. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use these straight off the bat, because they're American, so I might have to wire them myself, but let's find out. Ooh, mama. I bought two 2-foot ones, so I'm assuming they're both in there, because that's more than 2 foot, my friend. These lights are incredible. They give a real nice soft spill, but obviously they're a very awkward shape. Apparently they're actually quite versatile, so let's see. Oh! Sellotape on my hairy legs. Here we go, here we go. Now what? One Quasar Science Light. LED, it's got a lumens rating of 96, 95, which means that it's very accurate in its colour rendition. Goes from 2000 to 6000 Kelvin. Cost me £209 each, I think. So if I'm right, that wire goes into that. So as you can maybe see, let's get that in focus. No plug. Me and the GripUp guys are planning a very nice little short where we're hopefully going to use some of these and see how they work. And if they work well, who knows what's coming in the future. Hold on to that thought. Now you probably noticed that I've been buying a lot of kit recently. And I'll tell you why. It's the end of the tax year. And what does that mean? It means every company is trying to spend the end of their budget, which means March has been hugely rammed packed for me. And I have been getting so much work, which is great. Absolutely great. But what it also means is that my income has gone through the roof over the last month. And I'm now at a higher tax threshold. So basically, everything I've earned this month, I either need to put aside for tax or I need to spend it on useful things like lenses, sound, rigging, cameras, whatever. Something that I can claim back from taxes. Now, that's what you have to do as a self-employed freelancer. You have to play the game, basically. That's that situation. But that left me with a problem. My kit bag, how am I going to fit it all in? So today is a video that I've wanted to make for ages. Today is what's in my camera bag. Let's go. I can't reach. So obviously you're going to want to start with your camera and all the other little bits and pieces that come with it. Lenses, I now have 4. So I've got my 100mm macro, my 50mm, my 24-105 and my 16-35. Chuck in some radio mics, some time mics to go with it. You're also going to need your battery power. I'm going to chuck in my other little camera in there. You're going to want your laptop so you can work on the job. A light stand, and obviously if you've got a light stand you're going to want a light as well. Add in all the other little bits and pieces. And perhaps if you've got another camera or another camera guy with you, you might want to bring your crane along as well. And making sure you don't forget your bag of cables. You're going to want that. Everyone loves a cable bag. You guys know I love my f-stop sloper bag, so it's all going to fit in here. Okay, let's get to work. Put the FS700 in nice and tight down the bottom. Leaves me lots of room to put in all the other little bits and bobs. So the handle goes in, top handle goes in, and a little microphone holder goes in as well. Lenses, got my 100mm macro there with a bit of space down the side. My 50mm sits in the middle, and the comm light adapter sits in there too. My 24-105 goes right in at the end. Microphones, they sit in nice and tight down on the side, with enough space to slip in the backup tie mic and the proper tie mic. Sits nice and tight on there. My excess of batteries can all fit in this little compartment down the side here. So putting them in this way round gives me lots of space that I can get in 5 batteries normally. So I've got 3 large ones, 1 small and 1 medium one that's on that light. In here I've got room for my lens and I've got some spare room for anything else I want to chuck in. So I'm going to put in my lens pen and cloth. Back in next to my 100mm. I'm going to chuck in a little Sony RX100 because it's always nice to have a little backup camera, a little stills camera. The microphone for the camera can also go in, just sits in nice and tight down there. And of course my trusty cable bag can just sit nice and tight on top. You can zip this up or you can just slip this underneath so it's out of the way. I tend to have it like that because that way this one just straight in, don't have to worry about anything. What's great with this bag is up here you've got this zip pouch here where you can chuck in a passport or any kind of documents. This is where I put my SD cards, so I slip it right in the top, and that way I know where they all are. To do that, flip it around. So here I've got a top space here, and I've got all of this room up here. Now depending on what job it is, I might put in some clothes in here. For the job I'm doing this weekend, I would put in the light, but that's currently up there. So a light goes in here, and along with the charger here. So for now, there's a charger in there. Laptop can just slip right down the front bit pouch there. There's even a little strap to keep it nice and tight. So in here I'm going to put my pen knife because I know that's going to need to be there. And maybe any other little small bits and bobs that I might just want quick access to. But normally clothes would go in there or something of that nature. You can actually fit your crane in here if you want. If you take off the bottom part, and you can slip it in on top. I tend to put it out here in the front pocket, but do you know what? I don't need it for this job. If I did, I'd just slip it in there. I'm at the very top bit, and I've got more room. So here I've got step-up rings, but I don't need that because I'm not taking a DSLR with me. They can live in there anyway, always useful. I'm going to put my tape in there. In the side pocket, I'm going to shove in all my chargers. Or the cables anyway. I like to take just the short kettle leads, you don't need the big ones. So I always keep 2 short little kettle leads in there. And my laptop charger. And that way I know all my major powering cables are in one space. They all live in there, and then you can clip it up. Make it nice and tight, and you can even slip in like a tripod or a slider. What I'm going to do is flip it around. On the other side, in goes a power bank. That way I can charge all my stuff from one plug socket. You might think you don't need this, but honestly, it will make your life so much easier knowing that you just have all that in one place. Because if you're staying in a hotel, you'll be surprised at how many few little plug holes there might be. So I've done that. On top, I'm going to slip a tripod, and on the side, I'm going to slip a light. So on the side, just clip it in, put it tight, and you're good to go. But on the front, you've actually got a little pocket there, and then you can just clip that up and round, as long as you've got the reach. And then if you really want, you can chuck in another strap here somehow, just extend the leg. But for me, that is all my stuff in one bag with loads of space left, so I can still throw in anything else I want. That is my camera bag. That is what's in it. I'll see you next time.